Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation Champ. We're up to turn 15, July of 43 for the U.S. and KMT. Before we get into the turn, just wanted to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. Hopefully everyone will stay safe and enjoy some fireworks later. As far as the U.S. goes, we can get right into our tech rolls. So we are going to go for, how about heavy bombers, stage 2, 9 or higher. Long-range aircraft, stage 2, 7 or higher. Advanced anti-submarine warfare, stage 1, 7 or higher. Strategic rocket, stage 2, 9 or higher. Radar, stage 1, 7 or higher. And how about attack transports at an 8 or higher? And that's not on the board. So let's see what we can do. We're getting really close to the end of the game here, so if I have even a slight chance of getting this victory point, I need to start hitting these tech rolls. So we're going to start with heavy bombers at a 9 or higher. A 10. There you go. Long-range aircraft, 7 or higher. A 3. Wow. I cannot get that one for nothing. Advanced anti-submarine warfare, 7 or higher. 4, we missed that. Strategic rockets, 9 or higher. A 10, we got that. So we got the two hardest ones so far. Radar, 7 or higher. 6, we missed that. And attack transports, 8 or higher. 12, we got that. So we got 3 out of 6. So I suppose not horrible. So we still have an outside shot here. We got heavy bombers, moves up to stage 3. Strategic rockets move up to stage 3. And attack transports we're going to put on the board there at stage 1. So that's how things look. So I need to finish off heavy bombers, strategic rockets, and long-range aircraft, I believe, to finish the tech, get that tech point, so or the victory point, I should say. So we got a slight chance, but we got to start hitting on that freaking long-range aircraft roll. Okay, so for purchases, the U.S., I think I had 96, and Categoric Cow convoyed me for 5. So that gives me $91 to spend. We're going to start construction on 10 battleships at $4 a piece because of improved construction, so that's 40. We're going to do an Elite Marine for 5, that's 45. 2 paratroopers for 6, that's 51. 2 air transports for 16, that's 67. A minor factory for 8, that's 75. 2 militia for 4, that's 79. And we're going to lend lease the Australians a jet for 12. That's our full 91. The KMT has 14, and they're going to spend all of it as well. They're going to buy 4 infantry for 12, and then a militia for 2. So both the U.S. and the KMT are going to spend their full amount. Okay, so for attacks, I finally got smart and put down some battle markers here. So battle number 1 is going to be over here in South America. So we're going to go into the last German stronghold in South America. So we're going into Ecuador, and we're going into Ecuador with, I believe it's 8 infantry I have here. Let's double check. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 infantry. 3 cavalry, an artillery, and then this fighter in Panama is going to come 1, 2, and reach. And Categoric Cow has an artillery, 5 infantry, a cavalry, and a militia there in Ecuador. And I believe it is mountainous, so all of my ground units there will be -1. So that's going to be battle number 1. Battle number 2 is going to be over here in C-Zone 38. So we're going to end up blockading that C-Zone. Also, and battle number 3 is going to be over in C-Zone 56. That's going to be another blockade. Let's see. Battle number 4 is going to be down here, C-Zone 89. We're going to take this advanced sub in 65 and come over 1, 2. And we're going to convoy the Tokyo line there for a maximum of 5. Then we've got some advanced subs up here in 39. So 2 of them are going to come off and go 1, 2 into C-Zone 54. And that's going to convoy that $5 line for the Japanese. And then, as I knocked over the Japanese sub, one more of the advanced subs from 39 is going to come down 1, 2, 3, and join this advanced sub in 89 to convoy that line. And then finally, battle number 5 is going to be here in Shantung. So a board gaming bro has, I believe, 4 infantry in there. So we are going to send 3 cavalry from Sichuan, as well as 3 infantry. And our fighter is going to come over 1. Actually, we're going to send all 5 of the infantry. We got to make sure we take that out. So altogether, it's going to be 5 infantry, 3 cavalry, and a fighter against 4 infantry there in Shantung. And those are going to be our 5 battles. So let's go ahead over here in the Atlantic side of things. So we've got our 8 infantry, one of which can pair up with our artillery. So the other 7 infantry are all going to attack at 1s. The 3 cavalry, the artillery, and the 1 paired infantry are going to be 2s. The fighter is a 6. Categoric Cow's militia is a 2. His cavalry is a 2. His 5 infantry are 4s, and his artillery is a 3. Okay, so we each get a first strike. So my first strike artillery first. A 7 misses. And his first strike artillery, a 2 hits. Of course it does. So we're going to take off one of our infantry. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have our fighter at a 6. And a 6 does hit. So I'm sure he would choose to lose his militia. So then we've got 3 cavalry and an artillery, or excuse me, the infantry paired with the artillery at 2. So 4 2s. And we get a 2, 3, 4, and a 7. So one more hit. I'm sure he would lose his cavalry. And then we've got 6 infantry left at 1s. And the lowest we got was a 2, so no hits there. Okay, so let's see. He has got his 2 casualties, a militia and a cavalry, and they're both defending at 2s. And an 11 and 12, about as far away as from hits as you can get. His artillery already fired, so then he's got 5 infantry at 4s. And he got a 4, 11, 2 11s, a 6, 7, and a 4, so 1 hit. So I am going to lose another infantry. Okay. So on to round number 2. Okay, my fighter at a 6, a 3 hits. He would, I would assume, lose his artillery. And then we've got now our 3 cavalry, an artillery, and a paired infantry. So that's 5 2s. And we got no hits, a couple of 3 11s, a 6, and a 4. And then we've got 5 infantry at 1s left. Well, there's 4 of them. 5th one we all missed, so how wonderful for us. Okay, so he has got his artillery at a 3, and a 6 misses. And then he's got his 5 infantry at a 4. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 12. So 3 hits. So we're going to have to lose 3 infantry. So this battle is not going so good here. Okay. Round number 3. We got a fighter at a 6. A 3 hits. At least the fighter's keeping us in here. And then we've got our 5 2s. We got to hit something here. And of course we don't. A couple 10s, 8, 5. A 4, and then we've got 2 1s left, and a 4 and a 10 misses. Okay, so he has got his 5 4s. 2 4s, 2 5s, and a 12. So I'll lose 2 more infantry. Things are really getting dicey here. He's down to 4 infantry. Okay. I think we're on to 4 here. Okay, our fighter at a 6. A 3 hits. So he's down to 3 guys. And we've got our 5 2s. Now, come on, we got to hit something here. 5 2s. A 1, a 3, a 5, an 8, and a 10. So we get 1 more hit. Okay, so now he has got 4 2s in return, or 4 4s, excuse me, in return. A 2, 2 9s, and an 11. So we're going to lose another infantry. So he is now down to 2 infantry left here. Okay, so the odds are looking a little better, but it's still close. A fighter at a 6, a 7. That's our first miss with the fighter. And then we got 4 2s. And we got a 1, 2, 4, and a 5. So that should be the last 2 hits. Ecuador put up quite the fight. So now his 2 infantry at 4s. And a 2 and a 9. So we're going to take... we'll take a cavalry, I guess. Okay, so Ecuador does fall with 2 cavalry, an artillery, and a fighter. So that's up $1 and down $1. So down $1 for the Germans to 47, up $1 to 74 for the United States. Okay, so now over battle number 2 is going to be a blockade of C-Zone 38. So I'm going to bring this card over. It's going to come over 1 there, but not everything's coming over with it. So to C-Zone 38, we are bringing over, from 56, we're going to bring over 1 destroyer, 7 heavy cruisers, 4 battleships, and 4 light carriers with 4 jets. Staying behind here in 56 to blockade that C-Zone is going to be 1 destroyer, 6 light cruisers, and 1 light carrier. Empty for the time being. And so that would be it for those 2 battles. Okay. Then battle number 4 is down here in this C-Zone 89 for convoy rating. So I've got 2 advanced subs, which I believe are +4. So let's get a US dice and a Japanese dice. First advanced sub, 4 to 4. But again, I have the +4. Dan does not have advanced anti-submarine warfare or radar. So I've done 4 damage. We've got 1 damage left to do. Second advanced sub, a 6 to 6, again +4. So it looks like I did 8 damage on that line. So that maxed that out at a 5. Okay, the 5th battle here, or maybe that was, actually, you know what? I was supposed to put down 6 battle markers. Oh, well. Okay, so the 5th battle is there in 54. Again, we got 2 advanced subs. So the first one, 4 to 1, but I get a +4, so that's 5 to 4, so that's 1 damage there. And the second sub, 5 to 1, that's, what is that, 9 to 1, so clearly maxed that out. So it looks like both of those lines are maxed out at 5 apiece, so we should have inflicted 10 IPP loss of damage to the Japanese there with our convoy rating. And the 6th battle is going to be here in Shantung. No mountains, no rivers. We fought over this territory, it seems like the last 2-3 turns. So we have got a total of 2, 4, 5 infantry, 3 cavalry, and a fighter against his 4 infantry. So let's go ahead. My fighter first at a 6. A 12 misses. And then we've got, 3 cavalry. So I need a 3 or less to hit. A 10 or higher, they retreat. 2 2s and a 9. So we did 2 hits without any retreating. And then we've got our 5 infantry. And these guys hit on a 1 or 2 and retreat on a 10 or higher. Holy cow. 2 1s, a 3, a 7, and an 11. So we got 2 more hits. That's his 4 guys. And 1 infantry has to retreat to Szechuan. Okay, so he has 4 infantry firing back at 4s. And he's got a 2 6s, a 1, and a 4. So I'm going to lose... I'm going to actually lose 2 cavalry, I think. So Shantung goes back to the KMT with 4 infantry and a cavalry. So let's move the KMT back up 2 and the CCP down 2. So the KMT up to 12, the CCP down to 10. So that is it for combat. So on to non-combat. So over here in C-Zone 103, I've got a couple of transports with a Marine and 2 infantry on the Galapagos. So the Marine and 1 of the infantry are going to strategic naval move. So we can go 5. So it's 1 here to 97, 2 to 96, 3 to 68, 4 to 63, and 5 to 62, and Midway. So we've got a Marine and a infantry there in Midway. The other naval transport is going to take the remaining infantry, and he's going to come over as well. He's going to come over 1, 2, 3, and drop that guy off in San Francisco there. Okay, let's see, what else do we got? Over on this side, we got to fly our fighter. So it went to... So I think we're going to go... How about 3, 4? I guess we'll land him in the Amazons. And then we've got this transport over here in C-Zone 79. And we're going to back up the British landing in Greece. So it's going to pick up the light armor and the infantry in Gibraltar. And we're at a major naval base. So it's going to come 1, 2, 3 into C-Zone 52. And drop off those 2 units. I believe it's Thessaly. It's the territory with the 2 mountain infantry and the 2 Marines. So drop those 2 units there. And I believe that's it on the Atlantic side. So over here let's do the KMT real quick. We've got a fighter to fly back. So we're going to fly that back 1 to Szechuan from Shantung. Move these over a little bit so we can put our units down in Shantung. So our 3 infantry and our 1 cavalry survived. And then let's see, we got some more ships up here to move around. So we've got, how many advanced subs were left? 2, 4. 4 advanced subs were left in C-Zone 39. And they're going to come down 1 to C-Zone 38. And if I didn't mention it earlier, I had 4 advanced subs off of the fleet card in 56. They're going to come over 1 to 38 as well. Okay. And I'll do a recap here at the end and let you guys know what's where. Okay, then we've got a medium bomber here in the Kuril Islands. Is going to go 1, 2 and land on Hokkaido. We've got a tactical bomber in the Kuril Islands. Is going to go 1, 2 and land on the light carrier that's in C-Zone 56. And then we're going to have off of the light carriers from the one jet that flew off of this light carrier is going to land in Hokkaido. Okay, then we're going to take this heavy cruiser here in 62. We're at a major base, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be into C-Zone 56. Then over here, off of San Francisco, we've got 2 naval transports, and they're going to go 1, 2, and be off of Midway there. And they're taking with them a Marine, an infantry, and the 2 elite Marines that were in San Francisco. Also moving out to Midway is going to be this light carrier with a jet, 1, 2. And we're going to send, how about... we'll send all 7. We're going to send all 7 of our destroyers, 1, 2, out to Midway as well. And one also thing I wasn't sure about is Dan had said that now that I was above 5 or above transports, his militia was $1 less. If I had that in the Pacific, but I'm not sure if this C-Zone over here, I was trying to look in the rule book and I didn't really find it. I'm not sure if 103, if that's considered the Pacific, then he's right. I would have had 6 transports. If that's not the Pacific and it's just this side of the map over here, then I actually only had 4 transports in the Pacific. 2 over here in 56. And then the 2 that were off of San Francisco. So just a minor thing, but if those 2 transports off of in 103 didn't count towards the Pacific, then he actually didn't get the $1 militia this turn. But now I do have clearly 6 in the Pacific, so he will the next turn for sure. So I think that is it. Oh, one last non-combat move. I've got this coastal sub here in 65 that's going to come down 1 to 91. And that should be it for non-combat. So on to unit placement. So we've got our 10 battleships we started construction on. So we're going to put those here at stage 3 on the production chart. We have got an elite Marine and 2 paratroopers, and they're going to go in San Francisco. I'll have to make that chip a regular infantry as well. So they go down in San Francisco. We also have 2 air transports we're putting down in San Francisco. Let's see what else. We have got a minor factory, and we're putting that in Hokkaido. We also have 2 militia, one of which we're putting in Hokkaido. And the other one we're going to put down here in the Marshall Islands. So that should be it for the U.S. Oh, we have our Lend-Lease Australian jet. So we're going to leave Texas here, our major port in Texas. And we're going to come down south of Jamaica, make our way down here, come down around South Africa, and make our way over here to this major port in Western Australia, and then rail it to Sydney. Okay, that should be it for the U.S. The KMT, we got 4 infantry, so we're going to place 3 of them in Sichuan. And then we're going to place a militia in Nanking, as well as the other infantry in Nanking. And that should be it for unit placement. So on to collect income. So the U.S. is up to 74. We didn't save anything. So then plus 12 for our bonus, that's 86. Let's go ahead with our wartime economy. So 86 plus, that was our worst one for a while. 86 and 5 is 91. So that's exactly what we had last turn, 91. And the KMT spent all of theirs. They're at 12. So they will go ahead and have 12. So 91 US, 12 KMT. So on to a little bit of a unit recap. So down here in South America, Ecuador now has a artillery and 2 cavalry, and the Amazons is an infantry and a fighter. In Thessaly is a infantry and a light armor, and there is a transport there in C Zone 52. For the KMT, we have 2 infantry in Yunnan, 2 militia in Quechao, 4 militia in Kwangtung, a mountain infantry in Hong Kong, a marine in Hainan, 5 militia and an infantry in Nanking, 4 infantry and a cavalry in Shantung, and in Sichuan, we've got 4 mountain infantry, 4 regular infantry, 3 militia, and a fighter. For the U.S., we got a coastal sub in 91, 2 advanced subs in 89, 2 advanced subs in 54. We've got a marine and a militia on the Marshall Islands. San Francisco has an infantry, an elite marine, 2 paratroopers, and 2 air transports, and there is a naval transport off of San Francisco. Midway has 7 destroyers, a light carrier with a jet, 3 naval transports, and then a militia, 2 infantry, 2 marines, 2 elite marines. In C Zone 56, blockading the Japanese is a heavy cruiser, a destroyer, a light carrier with a tactical bomber, and 6 light cruisers. In C Zone 38, blockading the British is 2 naval transports, 4 light carriers with 4 jets, 2 destroyers, 4 battleships, 7 heavy cruisers, and let me just double check over here. I think it's 8 advanced subs, but, well, they're not doing the blockading, but they're in that zone anyway. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 advanced subs. And then in Hokkaido, we've got a militia, an infantry, 2 marines, a medium bomber, a jet, and a minor factory. So that should be it for the U.S. KMT. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up. Again, hope you guys have a good holiday, and we'll see you back here for turn number 16.